bones.
Hey guys, this is Spark Plus Ultra here, and this is my part 3 on what if Deku had sonic ability. Can't keep up, and I can't hear you hearing the what if bell, because I'm gonna be dealing with this video as fast as I sonic boom. And I hope you like this video. Deku and Tails were getting into their UA uniform and going to UA, and Deku says, "Alright, let's go, Tails." And Tails says, "Right, Deku." And they were walking to UA, and Deku says, "Alright, just be careful. If anybody picks on you, you know I'm here to watch your back." And Tails says, "Thanks, Deku. And come by to the support room anytime. I'm going to work on some gadgets." And Deku says, "Will do." And giving each other a fist bump. And Deku and Tails go to their different classes. And when Deku finds class 1A, so this is class 1A. Let's see what my new people are. And when he opens the door, he sees Knuckles and Bakugo were arguing with Ida on the rules and kind of failing at it because they are winning it. And Deku says, "Huh? They're friends now? Huh?" And then Knuckles says, "Hey, you're the guy, blue-haired little kid that ran away from me." And Deku says, "Ran away? I only did so because it's a test. You were following me." And Knuckles says, "That's what a coward would say." And Deku then feels the words attack to him and says, "Whatever. I don't even need to put up with this." And Bakugo says, "Ooh, are you scared, Deku?" And Deku says, "Why are you ganging up on me?" And Bakugo says, "Hey, I think me and him are already in an alliance and starting off a good relationship, right?" And Knuckles says, "Yeah," and giving a fist bump. And Deku says, "Great, I have to deal with 2 knuckleheads." And when he says that, a girl says, "I know that spiky hair anyway." And Deku then hears a familiar voice. "Oh, you're the girl that I saved from the Zero Pointer." And then the brown-haired girl was saying, "Yeah, thanks for saving me from the Zero Pointer." And Deku says, "It's no problem. I'm here to help anybody." And then when the girl was going to introduce herself, and then the pink-haired girl comes in and says, "Suka Midoriya!" And Deku says, "Whoa, I recognize you." And the pink-haired girl says, "Oh wow, thanks for saving her, and we need that help. Thank you so much." And Deku says, "No problem. You're surprisingly excited." And the pink-haired girl says, "How couldn't I? You're so cool." And Deku says, "This is the first time we met, and you are already excited." And the pink-haired girl says, "Sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm Amy Rose, and this is Ochako Uraka." And Deku says, "Alright, Amy Rose and Ochako." And Amy Rose gets into a excitement and about very fangirlish with Deku. And Ochako was talking with them at a good expense. And then Deku then sees a person behind them. Huh? How long has he been there? And the students behind and Amy Rose and Ochako look and says, "Huh?" And then Zawa says, "Are you guys done blabbering?" And all the students were at silent and surprised that he was so silent from behind them. And Zawa says, "Now sit down in your seats." And all the students were in their seat. And Zawa says, "My name is Zawa, and I'm your teacher. Now we're going to do a little Quirk assessment. And Achaka says, shouldn't we do art attendance? And Zawa says, yes, we should. But this is my classroom, and I do what I want. We're doing the Quirk assessments. And all the students go into the changing room and get changed. And they got outside and look at the field and see a lot of sports and test choices. And then Azawa says, alright, we're going to do a throw test. And Zawa throws the ball to Suzuki, who took first place. And Suzuki says, this is gonna be interesting. Never thrown something like this before, but I'm willing to give new things a try. Suzuki then gets stretching his arms and saying, alright, now, how can I? And thinking. And Azawa says, you need to throw it in one place, but you can use any method of throwing. And Suzuki says, any? Ha, that's sweet! And then Suzuki then circle around his arm and basically getting ready to throw. And he spins his arm faster and faster, making it about as fast as his kicks, but with a even faster speed, making it near to Mach 190, spinning it near to a tornado like speed. And Suzuki says, here it goes, and he throws the ball like a baseball, and then the speed of the ball has gone through, breaking few sound barriers and landing about 357 meters. And Zawa says, not bad, but very impressive as well. And Suzuki says, I never thrown that many things. I usually use my legs, but it's been a while. And Knuckles says, ha! I can throw that 10 times stronger than you. And Suzuki says, I only use my speed. Can you really keep pace with that? And Knuckles says, just watch. And Zawas then says, somebody seems eager. And all of his students were excited, saying it would be easy and it's going to be fun. And Zawa then says, if anyone gets in last place, then they'll be expelled. And all the students were shocked and saying, you can't do that, we worked hard to get in here. And Azawa says, you say you worked hard? Yes, you did. But heroes work just as hard to keep people alive from different situations. And you think this is just a game? And then the throwing the ball, Knuckles points at Suzuki and says, watch. And then, using his strength alone, he throws the ball further than Zuki's meter and says, 525 meters, 1,000. And Zawa says, impressive. And Suzuki says, are you really going to be like this? And Knuckles says, we'll see. Then Suzuki says, oh well, you're gonna ask for it. And race. Suzuki takes first. Knuckles takes second. Damn it! And Suzuki says, nah, can't keep up. Putting his tongue out. And Knuckles says, arr! And then the grip strength. Knuckles beats Suzuki. And Suzuki says, not surprising. This guy has only strength to boast it. And Knuckles says, my arm strength can beat your speed any day. And agility. Suzuki takes that with no problem. And agility is taken second by Amy. And Suzuki says, what's the matter? Your agility can't keep up mine? And Knuckles says, shut up! I just got distracted. Distracted? By what? Your own incompetence? Knuckles says, that's it! Ha! and throwing a punch to Suku, but Suku dodged. You're too slow. And then Knuckles says, when I get my hands on you. And then Zoa wrapped Knuckles with his bandages, scar, and says, that's enough, you two. Okay, Suku takes first place. And Suku says, well, I was mostly using speed, but yeah, it's kind of habit of mine. And Amy takes about 5th. Knuckles takes 3rd. And then the next day, Suku was in class, and Knuckles wants another challenge for a fight with him. And Amy says, Suku, you're pretty fast. How fast are you? And Suku says, I tried to explain that to Tails, my buddy, but it was too complicated even for him. But when it gets adjusted, you can probably figure it out. And then Amy says, wow, you're pretty quick to act, aren't you? And then Suki says, well, I'm the fastest thing alive. And Knuckles says, we'll see about that. Suki says, Then a person comes and says, don't worry, hey guys, I am here, walking like a true hero. All Might comes out of the door and says, alright, young heroes, it's time to get into your hero gear and do a test. And all the students were happy, and then Suki goes to Tails' support room and says, hey Tails, how's it going? And Tails says, Suki, good to see you. How's my support gear going? And Tails says, coming on along with ease. Luckily, your shoes was already made, but I think we got a few things. And Tails made a jacket that could withstand heat and speed decreations of acceleration, and some modification of some of his gloves to create some versatility to Suku's equipment. And Tails explains to Suku on how it works. And Suku says, thanks, Tails. And Tails says, it's no problem. I also made another. And then a certain person says, hi, I'm here to get my things. And then Suki says, Amy? And Amy says, oh, hey, Suki. And then Tails says, oh, you know her? And Suki says, well, she's in my class. And Tails says, yeah, I only got her notes, so that's how I know her as well. And Amy says, so you're Tails, the best friend of Suku, I heard. And Tails says, yes, so you want that equipment? And Amy says, yeah. And then Tails says, okay, here, a hammer that is made from your own quirk and your own modifications to your own hero gear. And Amy says, thank you, Tails. And Tails says, it's no problem. And Suki says, yeah, my little buddy here is about 295 IQ. And Amy says, wow, that's really smart. And Tails says, oh no, IQ doesn't really mean smartness. It's what you can do with it. I can do about some things that a mechanic or a scientist can do. Sometimes with speed as well. And Suki says, well, you learned some few martial arts from me. And Tails says, yeah. And Amy says, wow, you're so nice, Suki. And Suki says, it's no big deal. He's my little buddy. And Suki and all the students and Amy and Knuckles get into their hero gear. And they look, and then they wait for All Might's team choice. And all the teams are Suki and Amy versus Knuckles and Bakugo. And that's where I'm ending this video. I hope you liked this video and hope you subscribe. See you next time.